have the Marines. It's just like the gunplay is just bad. All right, I don't say it has to be the next Call of Duty or anything, but like you see the guys coming at you, and you know that all you have to do is shoot them, but you can't like aim down the sight really. You can't like zoom in. You just like fire a machine gun like a retard. Like it's terrible. Like it is really bad. Like I'm not trying to like. The game isn't a terrible game, but like the Marine controls are just really, really shoddy.
Yeah, I kind of understand. Like I was upset that they didn't have an aim option, but personally, like I don't know how long you've played it, but I've kind of gotten used to the controls, so that's why like the lowest amount for the machine gun is 99 bullets.
Yeah, I noticed that on the side. Like
fire as much as possible.
That's a nice clip.
Yeah, I think they made so many like attempts in this game to like try and get the intensity or like the scary factor in there. Like in close quarters, you need to kill the enemy, but at the same time, in doing that, they made the actual like gameplay like so much worse in order to compensate.
Well, like, the reason you can't aim down the sights is because if you're aiming down the sights, you're probably moving slower. So if you're not allowed to aim down the sights, it allows the character more movement. The point is to not stand there and just keep shooting and hope you kill it. It's to be shooting and moving around at the same time. It's trying to engage the player in a very mobile fighting environment, not so much static environment where you're just like standing at one end of the hallway and just trying to kill them.
Yeah, I know, but at the same time, it's a bit ridiculous that the only time you can really get a good shot on, like, an alien or, like, a predator is, like, when they're about to slash you, which is kind of ridiculous.
Well, I mean, that's just timing, pretty much. That's skill. That's the way it is. That's the way it is in the real world. I mean, it's not everyone's pitted, okay, both of you stand 50 feet apart, and whoever, is the best man wins, sort of thing. It's whoever can react the fastest.
But if you see the guy, like, from a distance, and he's coming, like, right at you, because, like, some people just aren't smart, like, you should be able to take him out. Like, it's not really that much to ask.
Well, I'm able, so...
I find that, like, this game, they sort of, like, it's more like a first-person slasher than it is like a shooter, because I played all the races and everything, and, like, you play the Predator, and the one thing I like about the Predator is he's got, the better view, and he can cloak and everything, so it's easier to get around the environment. But essentially, you're, like, running up to the guy, and then you're just, like, slashing him with your little Wolverine things. Like,
well, the Predator one is, if you hold the left trigger for the Xbox controller, you go into a thing called focus mode, and then you could see some weapons that you could pick up on the ground. And that's pretty much what the Predator is, to hunt your prey. Like those Predator claw things, those are really only supposed to be used as like secondary or like get out of a tight situation type things.
They're like your knife.
Yeah, pretty much. Basically, what you have to do is like when you spawn, you have to go searching for your weapons, because if you have all the Predator weapons, you're pretty much unstoppable.
Yeah, but I think like personally my favorite class or race to play in that game was the alien, and I thought it was pretty similar to the Predator, but the thing is, once you add that extra layer of like mobility, like being able to climb walls and on the ceiling and stuff, that's like really probably I'd say one of the high points of that game, because when you have an environment that you can really take advantage of, I think that's probably one of the shining points of this game. But at the same time, everyone runs really, really fast, and everyone just goes up to people and triggers like this cutscene where you just do like a one-hit, sneak kill finisher or whatever. So like, yeah. And then at that time, like when you're doing that sneak kill, somebody's just waiting for you as you're doing it, and they're just gunning you down. It's just like a series of like running really fast, like trigger cutscene, and then die.
I noticed that, and it really reminds me of Gears of War. And when you go on and you chainsaw someone, and then someone chainsaws you, and then there's like another chainsaws that guy, and then you get this train of these chainsaw kills. Same thing's happening here, because you go up to someone, you get them with the death move, right? And then another guy just comes up to you, and then another alien comes up to you, and you get this train of like people doing the one-hit kill moves that's something that Gears of War just failed at, and it's
But
repeated
Gears
here.
of War, like, they implemented it really well, because anyone who effectively uses the chainsaw knows that it's more of a flanking tool, so that way if you can get around someone, then you can finish them off. But if you try and run with the chainsaw and get someone, like, you're just set up to fail. Like, it'll interrupt your chainsaw and you won't be able to get someone. In this game, you run so fast, you can just get right behind someone and you can, like, they'll either be outlined or something so you can find out where they are, and then you just get them, like, before they really do anything. I mean, I know there's a radar for, like, the Marines and stuff, but, like, you won't be able to get a good shot until you're, like, a foot away.
I mean, I understand where Chief is coming from here, because although I don't think the humans are unbalanced as they're too weak, it's just you're extremely vulnerable, because you're always walking into a trap. You're never the attacker as the humans. You're always walking into someone else's trap, so it just makes you feel extremely vulnerable at all times. That you're pretty much you're the least mobile of all of the races, and no matter where you're going, you're always going to be ambushed by someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so
I
it's
definitely think
like
there's a learning curve. Like, when I first started playing this, like, I think I got, like, surprise kills by, like, the alien, like right from the spawn, like, 3 times.
Yeah,
and then I was like, alright, I gotta start playing this differently.
Yeah, that happens. But the thing with those, like, sneak kills that you guys like, when you just run up behind someone and press X, those are only really supposed to be used when, like, you're not surrounded by hundreds of other people. Like,
that's the thing. I think that what they're trying to get with the players, the human players, to do is to work together as a team. Because a solo Marine walking around is gonna get slaughtered. All right, there's no way around that.
I was playing as.
Yeah, but then if you're moving with groups of people, that can't happen, because at least a smart other non-human player will understand that if they run over and try and sneak kill someone, everyone else is just gonna turn around and gun them to death. So. It's trying to get the players to work as a team in order to survive, whereas the aliens and the predators, especially the predators, are very individualistic, kind of like lone wolf type, soccer games, which is what I like, because they have a class system to appeal to everyone's playing style.
Yeah, and I think by doing all these, gameplay choices, like, I mean, one, I don't think they were good ideas, but the one thing it does accomplish is, like, when you limit how far or how easily the Marine can aim, and then when you have all these things that can rush around and do these sneak kills, you really sort of get that, like, sort of sense, like you're in the Aliens sort of movies, and that if you don't look around every corner or something, you're just gonna get, like, a tail right through you or something, but at the same time, I don't think it's a good compromise, really.
I mean, outside of the 3 classes, I would say nothing in the online is unseen or nothing's really fresh. I mean, outside of maybe that thing where there starts out as one alien, and it kills a Marine, and then that
infestation. Yeah.
Outside of that, and that's not even really all.
No, that's been done many times.
Yeah. But I guess the theme here is kind of different.
Like, it's been done in Infection in Halo 3.
So I mean, the thing is that it's not like nothing really here has been unseen anywhere in any other game. It's not like this game has really pushed any limits or added anything new that I've seen.
There is one thing that they added that was new. I don't know how it is on console, but on PC, since the game plays through Steam, it does matchmaking based on your stats. So how well you're doing the game will actually match you up with people who are doing the same way. So this way you don't walk into a room where you're just, it's like really unbalanced, where you're going to get like new sucky players playing with like a pro.
Well, stat-based matchmaking is pretty much what almost any mainline console shooter has.
Yes, but I'm just saying, for the PC, that really hasn't been done before.
But the thing
the main thing with the PC is they just haven't done matchmaking, because every time someone does matchmaking on the PC, people are like, wham, 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 I don't want matchmaking. That's the biggest problem on the PC. Every time they do it, everyone just throws a hissy fit. So, I mean, the reason why it hasn't been there is because it hasn't been matchmaking, period.
The thing that 10-10-10 said was, although it hasn't really ever been done, although it has been done before, like some of the stuff that they incorporated, but it really hasn't been incorporated at the same time. Like that's what I like the most about Alien vs Predator, is that each race is different and it's not the same mumbo jumbo like Call of Duty. Like, oh, I'm the Russian, so I'm just gonna run around and kill people. Oh, I'm the militia, I'm just gonna run around and kill people. It's basically based on who you are is what fighting tactic to use, and that I think is like the best thing for That's what I think best. I'm tripping over my words here. Best sells Alien vs Predator is that each race is different and unique to.
Well, I mean,
each other
thank God, because I think that's really the only thing it has going for it. I really don't see much here. I like the way it plays. I think it's a fun game for maybe a rental, but